Welcome to the podcast of disaster. I'm your host, Jcr1216, and joining me is my co-host.
Hello, I'm LordM.
And today we will cover something that will happen once in a fortnight. Sonic X Fortnite has finally came to fruition after many years of speculation, memes, and delusion, I would say. But the delusions are no more, as we see our heroes get put into Fortnite.
That's right, it finally happened after we got baited last year with the Sonic car. We finally have them here. Took them long enough.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
To start it off, we have a comic that was written by Evan Stanley, line art by ARQ, colors by Minho Kim. The cover was done by Tyler McGrath, and script and letters was done by Evan Stanley.
exactly, we have it all
Yeah,
here.
definitely. Yeah, definitely interesting.
Yeah,
So the comic opens up with Eggman getting readings on his computer and not knowing what it is, and we see that he has a Chaos Emerald.
yeah. The alarm goes up because somebody got sent, and for the people that don't know, we got Gino, which is the current main bad guy of the Fortnite history. Yes, Fortnite has a lore in history, surprising, which see him, fight against Metal Sonic, and he does pretty good. Of course, then we see Metal Sonic get thrown away while Gino starts, monologuing, talking about the Master Emerald. I mean the Chaos Emerald. I don't know why I call it Master Emerald.
Probably because it was green. So
Yeah,
yeah, Gino steals the Chaos Emerald.
yeah, and well, uh, Eggman, uh, you know, finds out about this new reality that Gino speaks about, and they both start, talking, making a deal, and joining forces, to take over this reality. Of course, a little later, we got the heroes Sonic, Shadow, sadly, and Knuckles. Uh, you know, appears in the Eggman base where he no longer is there. Is gone. And soon enough, we
Yeah.
got Tails going on them and telling them do not touch a rift that was left there in the Eggman base because that would take them to Fortnite.
Yeah.
No,
It is definitely interesting to see the main and the way that they go with this. As we see um that it's going to be robotic versions of Knuckles, Sonic, and Shadow that goes to Fortnite instead of
the real ones. Yeah,
the real ones.
yeah.
And I understand that it's supposed to these were old Eggman robots that
Reconstructed and
Tails cleaned,
modified it.
yeah, yeah, reconstructed and modified. It is kind of funny that people would talk this as like a new Sonic model or like a new thing, but no, it's just a robotic version of Sonic. I think it's funny, but it is kind of cool. It is cool to see these guys be Fortnite size.
Yeah. Although I something that I don't like is that we already have Sonic versions that can actually fit the Fortnite stuff, which is the Sonic Boom, which people were wondering probably the Sonic Boom version were more fitting to Fortnite and make androids to partake on this.
Yeah. So we see
Well,
that the Knuckles ones try to throw hands, and it leads to a hilarious thing where we see that these are the exact same
power
same
level.
Yeah, they're the exact same power level and they're the exact same personality, which is really funny because it's like, how did Tails build that?
Probably
Like,
he
this
has
has
a
a lot
copy.
of interesting implications.
Probably Tails has a copy of everyone's personality somewhere. You know, he's kind of resourceful, so he can come up with something like that.
Yeah. And then we see them jump into the rift, and I think we all know where Shadow's heading. He's headed to the fabled Tilted Towers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you know, you know. But
Yeah.
I think this comic was really nice. It is obviously we obviously knew that they would have to change the sizes to put them in Fortnite, but I'm glad they're not just in like mech suits. I feel like that would have. But I think this was the next best thing, and it is nice to see them in Fortnite. But it's not only them in Fortnite. Also in Fortnite is Eggman, actual Eggman,
Yeah,
and
he's not
Tails
a
as a
robot.
sidekick.
Yeah, but to explain all of this is take a slow. Sonic and some of his stuff are in the battle pass. What we have in the battle pass, we have Sonic. We had a pickaxe that's basically a ring, which is on the page one. Then we have I think we have a few emotes. Well, not exactly emotes, just a sprite and an icon that you can use
Hmm.
as an emote. And also we have a glider, which is Tails. You know, Tails pop out and he takes you down to the floor. And the second page, we have Tails as a psychic, which fun fact is not the actual Tails, it's an hologram. Yep, Tails and a hologram. No, he didn't go himself either. Not only
Yeah.
that, we also have Super Sonic as a alternative skin, which it also comes with a built-in emote, so you can transform into Supersonic or de-transform whenever you want.
Yeah.
Next after that, we have in the shop we have Shadow and Knuckles completing one pack, and those have the fabled Shadow Peepers, just basically a shoes. We got a pickaxe that's basically kind of like a Black Doom thing that Shadow has in Generations Ultimate,
Hmm.
and also we have a back wing backpack, which is none other than Black Doom in his squid form. I think that's what it's called, squid form.
Yeah. Good
Yep.
games.
Yeah, for the games. And Shadow can also go super. Knuckles sadly cannot go super Knuckles because, well, who knows? Or Sega doesn't
Yeah.
allow him to do it that much. And as a
Yeah.
separated pack, we have none other than Eggman with his emote that basically allows him to ride his Eggmobile, which is funny. I've been seeing a lot of people uh, recreating Eggman memes that the community has made, uh, but
Yeah.
with the Fortnite skin of Eggman, having a lot of fun with that.
Hmm.
And also in the shop, we got back the Sonic car, which it's okay, but nobody cares about that car. We just want the actual
Yeah.
Sonic. But besides
They
that,
should have put in the Lano fish car.
yeah. But besides that, so far the event is going well. We also have sprites, which sprites are basically modifiers. We have a few sprites based on the final characters, but we also have sprites based on the current Collab, which is Sonic, Sonic sprite that gives you the buff of running, and the more you level it up, the faster you go. We got a Tails sprite which allows you to fly, and the more level ups it has, the faster his flying speed it goes, and the longer you can fly up. And then we have the Shadow Sprite, which what it does, it reloads your weapons that you don't have equipped. So it's kinda useful, to say the least. And then we can
Yeah.
move to the map, which have green hills.
Yep, we have a full Green Hill is back, but I think it's justifiable. to put
Yeah,
it in for if there's gonna be any Sonic location that would be in Fortnite, it's gonna be Green Hill.
yeah. People were saying also we could have gotten Scrap Brain Zone, or maybe we could have got the Dedek as a special location. Crashing the Dedek down and we go inside. That was a nice idea too. But we got Green Hill, which honestly, I've been playing the whole Fortnite thing, and I love Green Hill. Somehow my knowledge of Sonic gave me the skills to do a lot of naughty things in the map. You have no idea how much I have in that place. We also, with Green Hill, inside the Green Hill we have a boss fight, which is Dr. Eggman himself. It is funny because you see him in the map, and when you get closer to him, you hear his iconic theme song from Sonic 2. That one. And it's not hard, it's pretty easy actually, but it does bring a lot of attention to other players. It happened a few times that once I defeat the Eggman boss, somehow I can turn around and see 20 people running towards me shooting. They literally do like something that is not allowed, which is teaming. They're doing a team, even though this is just a solo queue. But it's still fun. And besides the boss fight, we get Sonic shoes.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is a it is very interesting to see all the stuff that has like happened with this collaboration.
yeah.
It's hilarious that we get to see like Sonic and Mega Man team up for the second time this year. Who's Mega Man is also a part of the collab, so I think that's like
Mm,
really fun and interesting.
yeah,
Seeing all of the different stuff.
yeah. But
Also, the
Mega,
fact that you can get Crossworlds, if you have Crossworlds on the Epic Games Store, you get the Eggman, Knuckles, and Shadow skin for free, which pisses me off.
no, no,
Like,
you got it
I
wrong.
under.
You got it wrong there.
Oh,
You only get Eggman, just the skins. Shadow and Knuckles, you cannot get them. You have to buy them. And yes, if you want the Shadow skin for free, you need to join the tournament mode, which only just say like 3 hours. And if you are like a high rank and get enough points, you get the Shadow skin for free. But sadly, I tried to participate, but I couldn't because Epic Games somehow tells you in order to participate, you need to update your BIOS and give us permission to a lot of things in your BIOS. Which no, I'm not gonna let you screw over my PC. Sorry.
yeah.
But
Um.
back to the
Yeah. It
gameplay.
is. It is.
Go,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The gameplay is interesting because I remember some people were throwing around thinking that Sonic himself wouldn't be in the collab because of a line in '05 saying he would have been caught dead with a gun. Well,
Hmm.
technically, this isn't Sonic, so he does get away with using the pew pew.
I mean, Sonic '05 did give what tips Shadow about reloading guns in the first map, so I find it funny. But still, going back to the gameplay, we have the Sonic shoes, which comes in two varieties, in Epic and Mythic. Both things do the same. Like they let you turn into a ball and go spin dash, bouncing, and if you are in the air and hit an aim at an enemy, you can bounce off the enemy like the original Sonic games. I forgot the name of the skill that Sonic goes into a ball form and dashes to the bandit and destroy it. But the Sonic shoes let you do that. The difference is the mythical version. So far as I have tested, it's infinite. It doesn't run out. You can be ball form all the time you want. But people stop using the Sonic shoes mostly because it makes your hitbox bigger, and that's bad. That's bad because if you find a guy that knows how to aim, that's it. You're dead. There's no escape, and I can confirm it because it happened to me like 3 times already. So I only use it just to to reach places and not using near combat. But besides the shoes, that's basically all the co-op. Besides the skin, the shoes, and the battle pass, that's currently the whole co-op of Sonic. But don't be scared, people, because possibly we can get Amy and Metal Sonic. Nobody knows if they're gonna be in the shops or they might be in the battle pass as an extra reward. Nobody knows that. And there are rumors. Well, this I got this from Twitter, so take this part with a pinch of salt. That maybe, just maybe, we might get a IDW character in the shop, which people are saying is gonna be Whisper for sure, but I doubt. I think it's gonna be
Whopper in Fortnite.
yeah, Whisper in Fortnite, which I doubt. Probably we're going to get, if it is true that we're going to get an IDW character, I doubt it's gonna be Whisper. Probably it's gonna be Tango. Otherwise, we can get both and everyone's happy. So, but still,
Yeah,
grab this with a pinch of salt. But so far, we could get Amy and the Metal in the game.
that would be fun.
Yeah. And,
I would love to see. I would love to see us get a second.
second
Us
batch?
get a second wave of
Sonic.
of this collab.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
it would be really fun, and I do like the fact that we get to see a lot of unique things that we probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. You know, it's funny now that people can run a squad of LeBron James, Sonic the Hedgehog, uh, Jack, what's another random person I can throw? Freddy Krueger, and John Wick, and
yeah.
you know,
And
and
a
that
bunch
can
of
be
other
an
guys.
actual thing. I think that's hilarious, and I think that's really fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's a yeah.
but that's basically the current collab so far.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
hopefully like you said, we can get more because we know that technically Metal Sonic is somewhere in Fortnite with Eggman, you know the comic, but Amy is interesting. But probably
Yeah.
they probably jump in because of the movie 4. That's a possible promotion.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
I think it is going to be interesting because we have so much now that we have uh, that's been used, and now that we have more context for everything, we now get to deal with the fact that we're gonna have this be a big opportunity for Sonic
Mhm.
as we Pokemon go to the next subject. There was a lot of speculation on this collab, but I like to see that from what I've seen. And from what I've heard, the collaboration is is perfect.
Yeah. Except for a few pro players that say Green Hill is bad, but to them a skill issue. Adapt. Like pro players always
Yeah,
say that about new parts of the map. They start saying, "Oh, that is a terrible thing." Then the next week you see them do crazy things, and they're saying, "Oh, this is the best power map." So yeah, the co-op just started. Like I think it's the 4th day already or 3rd day,
yeah.
and
The Fortnite.
exactly
In the future, we
Fortnite.
might have Freddy Fazbear and Sonic as a duo, and that would
Yeah,
be hilarious.
which that's people are using their mind because somebody leaked that the battle pass is gonna be Springtrap, but it's going to be the movie Springtrap, which people fucking hate. We want the
Yeah, we'll see.
game. Yeah, we see, but
The podcast of disaster doesn't condone leaks, um, but we do like to speculate on leaks.
yeah,
But
I agree
it
that.
is really fun. Imagine if they had like the OC creator from Forces. That would be hilarious.
Oh boy, that would be funny. But
Yeah,
hey,
that would be hilarious.
yeah, but if we don't get Metal and Sonic, I hope we get Donut Lord and Mister the
Yeah,
Flame of
James Marston,
Disaster. Yeah, and Mister Flames of
Wade
Disaster.
Whipple. Wade Whipple and Tom join Fortnite. That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious. But yeah, that's basically all we have to speak so far.
And that will be it for this episode of the
Mhm.
podcast of disaster. As always, be good to yourselves, others, and mothers, and we will see you in a fortnight.
See ya, fellas.
See ya, everybody.